Hello there. Just got a package from Rick Whitson. Um, I pretty much know what's in here, but this is going to be lovely. Um, Thanks, Rick. Also, if you're not watching him and you like honing, straight razor honing, particularly with J knives, you should watch him. Uh, I watch him all the time. I watch his videos in rerun. So, because I know him, I consider him a friend because he's been active on my channel. All of those reasons and more, and just because I like him. So, I think you'd like him too. Let's see what's in here. He paid the debt. Sorry. Well, not really sorry, but I try to have a song in my heart all the time. Why shouldn't I? We could not pay. I got little post-it notes covering up his address and mine as much as I can possibly do that anyway. I don't think anybody can get any of that off of there anyway, but it's just a precaution. So let's see. Looky, soap. First of all, we've got some soap, Cuba Libre, the Cajun Blade soap. Never had his soap. I watch him, by the way. He's also a honer and he shaves. I've never had any of his soap though, so I'm going to give that a whirl, definitely. I can't read it. This is the Cajun Blade. Citrus Fresco. I'm going to get to the last one last. Listen, got a little Tomo. Cool. This is a razor. I know what this is. Let me get it. Cool. This is a gold dollar, but it's, I think I might have seen this gold dollar online somewhere, but I like it comes in its own little case. To me, it's like more of the modern style straights. I need to know if gold dollar classic quality. That's really cool. I like that. I need to ask him. Is that? It feels like it's probably been honed. It looks really good. Yeah, somebody honed this because they don't come from a factory with a polish like that. So I'm going to assume this is your edge, Rick. So I might not do it on camera because I'm going to have to pick the time when I'm able to. If I have the time to record as well, then I will. But I want to try this if this is one of your edges. So, but the piece de resistance, yeah, I can't. I'm a hillbilly from Alabama, trying to speak French. Yeah, okay. Okay, Jim Bob. So, this is a Kita Awasedo finishing stone. It's a 4.5. It feels lovely. That's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. First of all, look at that. When water goes over top of that, yeah, he's got it sealed up. Got the skin on the back. These are I like all kinds of natural hones. I sharpen or hone with Arkansas stones, which they're all different. They all look different. Cauticles, Thuringian or Escher stones, anything that I can get a hold of that's razor quality or knife quality that I can sharpen on, because that's a natural stone, because I love them. And for knife sharpening, the Arkansas are like, that's the bomb for me, is an Arkansas stone. But for razor honing, I like a lot of different things. But one of the things I like about a JNAT is that they're like the Arkansas of the Japanese world. In other words, if you look at an Arkansas stone, the patterns and the designs on the stones themselves are all going to be different, depending on not only the vein that the stone was mined from, but that the layer that they were cut from, and they're all unique and individual and have their own different types of patterns on the stone that make them beautiful and distinct and unique. And that's one of the things that I love about a JNAT, and what I love about the Arkansas stones. And this is a uniquely Japanese stone, like the Arkansas stones are uniquely American, and they're lovely. That's a gorgeous stone. It's a really nice size. The surface feels like it's well prepped. It looks like it's well prepped. That's going to be beautiful. I can't wait to start honing on that. I got, I think, a couple of videos in the queue before I can, but I might switch some stuff around. You never know. But hey, I have the rubbing stone for it, so that I can, I have a Tomo, but I like all the different ways that you can get an edge off of one of these. But you can see, like, that's a different type of stone. And sometimes some Tomos will give you a different type, because when you're honing on these, this is not really doing the work. This is. Now, this might kick up some of this along with some of that, okay, because you're rubbing this on the stone and making a slurry with water and the ground up, basically, particles of this stone. And you might get some of this, and depending on this might be softer, so that you might get more of this than that, or this might be harder, so you might get more of this than that. So it's all having different ones. That's the idea behind the Nagura in the first place, from Botan all the way up. That's what's doing your honing. That's the progression. Instead of like having a 1K, a 5K, a 8K, and then some type of finishing stone, the Nagura are essentially your coarse, medium, and fine, and then finishing abrasive. And that's a wonderful characteristic of these stones that makes them wholly different, because like with the conical, you're rubbing a conical most of the time with a conical boo, small boo, basically their rubbing stone. With an Escher, most of the time you're rubbing them with that. Now I'm rubbing all of those with one of these Japanese Tomo. But they're just unique stones. They're gorgeous. They impart a really nice keen edge to a razor. One that, like the conical edge, is a nice keen edge, but it's really almost subdued. And some people, they are more comfortable on their face, and some people there's kind of not enough. These are like a different, I heard somebody describe them as a conical on steroids, and I would agree with that. They have a keenness that rises above a conical, yet they still most of the time maintain their smoothness, depending on the stone. This is what he said was a 4.5, a level 4.5 in hardness. I think the highest hardness is a 5. I'm not sure. I just hone on them. I don't know all the tonality and all of that. Don't really care. I like the stones. Okay. But this is a very hard stone. So if I was to do this with just a clean water, the edge might be too sharp. That kind of, that's the thing about them. It's the thing about all the natural stones is they're all different. They all have their own unique characteristics, but you can cross over. I've done like the Tenju Majero and Tomo on a conical. I've done it on an Escher. I've done it on a black Arkansas. I've done it on a hard Arkansas. The Nagura works as long as the stone is hard. The Nagura works. It doesn't have to be on a Japanese stone. I would encourage you to try that on other hard stones that you have. A finishing grade home of some kind. See what you think of it. But, dude, Rick, man, thank you. That's awesome. I'm going to enjoy these soaps. This is the citrus. I'm blinded about. Fresco, I think is what it says. Oh, yeah, that's got like... It's got his Cajun blade and the address where his soap company is and all of that. I was hoping there might be a the Daiquiri Shack. Citrus. I swear I'm blind as a bat. Don't get old. Citrus free, so this should have some menthol in it. Now you're speaking my language, dude. And this is the Cuba Libre. I love that. It's a tallow base. Oh yeah, you know what that smells like to me? I don't know what others, but it smells a lot like Floyd or even Pinard Club, and kind of sort of. It's in that vein, but there's a sweet kind of. What is that? I don't know if it'll be in his ingredients or not. It's cocoa butter. That's what it is. And honey. Yeah. Yeah. That smells lovely. I can't wait to try that. Anyway, that's been an unboxing. That's like, you know, the young kids. I don't know if they still say it or not. I'm probably dating myself, but score! So, yeah. Thanks, Rick. This is awesome. And I'm going to enjoy every bit of it. Bless you. Later.